I have a prediction right here of what's going to happen at the very end of the trick. So first, I'm going to give this deck a quick shuffle, make sure that they are all mixed up nice and thoroughly. You can hear that nice shuffling sound, and I'm going to take out 2 cards from this deck. So I'm going to take out 1 here, and we'll take out 1 here. So these are the 2 cards, just like that. So 1 red and 1 black. Now here is what I need your help with. I need you to say red or black. So if you say red, the card will go into the red pile, and if you say black, the card will go into the black pile, and we'll go through as many as you want. Let's just cut off about half. You can even cut it. You'd be able to cut that about there. So take these, set these to the side, and you can just set them down in whatever order you want. So let's just get through this really quickly. And now what I'm going to have you do is switch the cards. Now whenever you say red, we're going to put reds over here and blacks over here, and I'll have you continue the same thing. Now that you've got all that out of the way, we're going to square up all of these cards over here, and then we're going to square up all of these cards over here, and we can get rid of our 2 marker cards and set them off to the side. Now if you look through one pile, you'll actually see that all of the cards are perfectly split, blacks on one side and reds on the other. Perfectly split, black and red. But here's the point where it gets a little bit interesting. Again, moving these out of the way, you're going to spread through these and see that they've again been split perfectly black and red. All of the black cards over here and all of the red cards over here. But one card is wrong in the red pile, the 3 of clubs. And if you look over here at my prediction, you'll see that the card the entire time was the 3 of clubs. Here's what you need to perform the out of this world magic trick. You're going to need 14 red playing cards, set them off to the side, and then take 12 black playing cards and set them off to the side. Next, you're going to take the 3 of clubs, set them in the remaining red cards somewhere in the middle. It can be the 3 of clubs or any selected card. Have a duplicate of that card from a different deck setting off as your prediction, and then the rest of the black cards will then go on top of that. Now you have your setup completely ready to go. So what we're going to do from here is I'm going to take the rest of these cards and I'm going to give them a shuffle, but when I do, I'm going to shuffle it perfectly in half. So I'm going to be riffling through until I see the first black card pass the 3 of clubs, knowing that it is the second half, and I'll be shuffling these 2 halves into each other. Now, the spectator thinks that it's shuffled, but really what I've actually done is perfectly split it into my 2 halves, red cards and then black cards, with the 3 of clubs in the middle of the red playing cards. But sometimes what you'll have happen, if it's not a perfect shuffle, is you could have a black card over here, and you can have a red card over here, which is actually what happened in the performance. It wasn't perfect. There was 2 cards off in the middle. So all you have to do at this point is, as I'm going through and I'm going to choose my cards, I choose the furthest red card that's out of the way and the furthest black card that is out of the way. Though when I take these cards to be my choice cards, now it has perfectly cleaned up everything else. Now let's say there was multiple cards and this card is over here as well. Now what you're going to do is a cull. So what you're going to be taking is, as you spread through the cards, you're going to be taking this card with your middle and ring, and you're going to pull it back, and you're going to push off with your left thumb until you get to the red cards, and then you're going to insert it in the red side. And if you want a full tutorial on that move, I've already done it, and you can check it out in the description below, which is going to be an in-depth tutorial and not just a glimpse of the move. So now what you're going to do, that you have everything all set up, is you're going to explain to the spectator what to do. Again, you can see the performance for that. And then you're going to just be dealing the cards any way that they want. And it doesn't matter how many that they select. What I usually do is I just have them cut off however many they want and let them deal that many. As long as they don't flip over the cards like this and they actually deal it down, you are all good. So they can go through. We're just going to split them for now. But make sure you're dealing it off one at a time, because currently I still have a couple of red cards on top of the deck and then the rest of the black cards. And what you don't want to happen is you to throw down some cards, and now I've mixed up the red and black cards. Now the 3 of clubs won't be the only one. So especially near a halfway point, make sure that you're dealing it off one card at a time so you don't mix these up. Because once you get to the black cards, now you can go ahead and go through them. So they think it's cut half and half. You're going to take these cards back and move these cards off to the side. Now, of course, you don't know which side the 3 of clubs is on, so usually what I'll do is I'll pick up one of the piles and look through it real quick. And again, the reds will be on top, so you'll be able to see which one has the 3 of clubs just after looking through one pile. So now that I've seen that that one does not have it, I'm going to know to take this one first. Leave the other packet face down, and I'll show you why that is in a second. Spread this first deck from left to right. Again, this is what I meant by throwing all the cards in packets, then one card will get split. So that's just a perfect example of that. So you'll have black on one side and red on the other. Make sure that you take the cards apart, set them off to the side, set them off to the side. You do not want it to be spread in that order. Here's why. These cards are in the same order, black on the left, red on the right. So this time you're going to spread it with your left hand going this way. Again, split it up, put the black ones over here and the red ones over here. Show the 3 of clubs and how it's wrong, and whether you can either perform it as this was my prediction or this was a mistake, and then look at your prediction afterwards, showing that these cards are the same. And if you want to see more card tricks just like this one, you can check out the playlist right up there. And check out the Cold Control right down there. Make sure to subscribe and comment down below if you want to see a card trick or a sleight of hand move next. I'll catch you guys in the next one. This is CPM signing off.